last video, I successfully reached my goal sailing to the historical tidal island of Lindisfarne.
So here we are.
It's now time to start the journey back home to Norway, back across the North Sea. Along the way, I had a lecture to do in Aberdour, close to Edinburgh. Here, I would also meet up with Silje, which surprisingly decided to join me on board Tessie to cross the North Sea back to Norway.
Welcome back to a new video. I'm leaving Lindisfarne. As you can see, my job is done here. 3 days at anchor, and we finally got it done.
My plan was to sail to Aberdour in Scotland, then bring Silje along the way to Peterhead, before setting over across the big ocean back to Haugesund in Norway. 430 nautical miles altogether. I decided to spend the first night in a little fishing town just a few miles north of Lindisfarne.
So we're closing into Eyemouth. There's a couple of miles left. And look at this sunset. That is insane.
I needed some provisions on board, and Eyemouth seemed to be the perfect stopover.
I landed, as you could see, in Eyemouth 10 o'clock yesterday, and I'm just gonna check it out. So I'm completely out of food and groceries after 5 days on the boat. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then it's straight up to Aberdour to greet my family tomorrow when I arrive by plane across the North Sea. So I'm really looking forward to meeting them and to have my lecture on Saturday. Today is Thursday, and so far everything has gone to plan.
I did a quick tour around the little city of Eyemouth. I got my provisions and was ready for a new full day of sailing, having 45 nautical miles to go to Aberdour. A stopover in these small villages is mandatory when sailing along the Scottish coast. The beautiful rugged cliffs and nature acts as the perfect entertainment when cruising these coastlines.
And we're passing St. Abb's Head now. It's an insane lighthouse. Check it out.
The St. Abb's Lighthouse has been beaming its strobe of light since 1820 and is also built by the famous Stevenson brothers.
That's what I call a lighthouse. So that's another 45 nautical miles to go. So the wind suddenly shifted in a few seconds from sideways to just straight ahead.
On a sudden flat, calm water, we proceeded the journey northwards. A cairn reminding of the Scottish Christian history of these lands revealed a conspicuous building sitting on a cliff overlooking the ocean. The Tantallon Castle was built in the 14th century by the Scottish nobleman William Douglas. Beautifully located at the sea, another conspicuous formation came to sight in between the castle ruins. While dodging the many lobster pots, I decided to have a closer look at this ever-growing massive rock.
So we're now passing Bass Rock. Look at this. Jesus Christ.
This is the Bass Rock. The 107-meter volcanic plug gathers the largest colony of northern gannets anywhere in the world. The Bass Rock Lighthouse is built on top of these castle ruins, which once also served as a ruthless prison dating back to the 1500s. The lighthouse also delivers pressurized air through a long pipe stretching over to the island's east side, facing the North Sea. entering the big fjord of Firth or Fort, I did not expect to behold this many treasures, both made by nature and man, already on such a short trip. I had only a few hours left to let the impressions soak in.
So we are entering the Boyd Channel now into Aberdour, and we are passing Edinburgh on our port side, and it's not too far left now. This should be a mooring buoy outside the harbour of Aberdour, and so that I can put Tessie. But we'll see. Hello! How are you? Is this Aberdour? Okay, thanks. Yeah, so that's Aberdour, I guess. Just in here. So let's see if we can find that buoy.
So I guess we found the right town, all engulfed in a beautiful sunset. The next day I loaded my little dinghy with my merchandise and laptop for the lecture, and found my way into the pier of the Aberdour Boat Club. This beautiful little village is inhabited by about 700 people. Picturesque old churches, castle ruins, and narrow streets really makes you feel that you have for sure reached Scotland. I eventually met my family for a walk around the streets of Edinburgh, just 25 kilometers away, before we were all ready for the lecture.
So I'm walking off to have my lecture at the Aberdour church right here. It's 120 people coming and it's packed, and I'm really looking forward to it.
The event, I had to say, was very successful, but time flied by fast and the weather reports opened up for an opportunity to get going. I brought Tessie into the pier at high water, and slightly doubtful, Silje stepped on board.
Okay, everybody sure about this?
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll call you if something happens.
So while Silje a bit worryingly calls her family to tell them she's about to cross the North Sea, why don't we take a look at the sponsor of this video, NordVPN. I am totally dependent on internet to share my sailing life with my audience, and with sailing also comes traveling to many different countries.
So now I'm lying in one of the locks in Netherlands, and I use my phone to scroll the internet now, and I'm always connected by NordVPN, and it feels really nice to be protected in a remote place like this.
Being connected to any public cellular or Wi-Fi connection, there is most likely others connected to the same network. This means you are vulnerable being online, as others can hack into your device. With NordVPN installed, you instantly hide your IP address, making your device secure against online hackers. To increase safety even more, you can easily switch on threat protection, checking your downloads for hazardous malware. This works on every popular browser, like Chrome, Safari, Edge, or Firefox. Head over to nordvpn.com/Erik and get 4 months extra on a 2-year plan. And remember, it's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee.
How's it going, Silje?
I don't know why I didn't take an airplane.
She'll change her mind. So we have downwind this way, and we are going around the corner and following land up to Peterhead, 108 nautical miles away, 18 hours. So this is a test trip for Silje to see how she likes it, and if she likes it, she is more than welcome to join across the North Sea. So let's see what happens in Peterhead. And I'm just taking it a bit easy with the sail, not too much, to get her feel as good as possible. So the time is 19:30, and we've been sailing for 2 hours now, and we're still alive.
Yay!
No worries so far. We're sailing straight downwind now, so it's a perfect start for Silje to get into ocean sailing. and we reckon to be in Peterhead tomorrow at about 12 o'clock in the noon.
I was very nervous. The first half an hour, maybe hour. That was better.
We sailed peacefully into the late evening. One of us was watching the boat, and the other one enjoying life in the cabin.
So this is us in through the night. I just have to keep a sharp lookout for lobster pots.
Without striking any lobster pots, Tessie wandered off into the dark, with the captain keeping her on course through the night. After 18 hours of headwind, mainsail and engine stomping against the seas, the outline of Peterhead occurred on our port bow.
And the lobster pots are back. I missed them. Somebody's eating Pringles on board here. I don't know who that is.
Hello, it's me. We're heading into port.
Are you alive?
Yes, I'm live.
Are you ready for still ground?
Yes, and I'm ready to walk and walk and walk. It's been 18 or 19 hours.
18 hours, I think. 18 hours sailing.
Yeah, almost 19.
Do you think they have Sephora here?
No. But they have something. I'm gonna find it.
We decided to take some extra fuel for the big ocean crossing before tying up in the marina. Strong currents pushed us around a little bit before I got a hold of the fuel hose. After topping the tank and cans, we were directed to our berth by the very kind harbour master.
Years ago she saw me crazy about it.
Yeah, I have your scarf on. Have your scarf.
Oh, you still got it?
I met Elaine in Fraserburgh a couple of years ago, and she then brought a Scottish scarf to keep Tiger warm, and is still very grateful. The city of Peterhead was our last Scottish port before heading eastwards back to Norway. With a population of 19,000, this is one of the largest fishing ports in Great Britain. Although it's a quiet town, there's tons of history connected to Peterhead. We were about to discover some of it. We left the well-organized marina as we heard there might be a famous prison close by.
Tried to find our way to the prison museum. I don't know if this is correct. That's a no. Here we go. To the prison. Streets of Peterhead.
Look at this. Tiny, cute cook.
In between tiny cute cokes
They're here, going in there.
and tall prison fences,
Looks inviting.
we found the Peterhead prison.
Hello. So we are on our way into prison. Do you have a clean conscience?
Yeah.
Peterhead prison was built around 1888 and could hold 208 prisoners. Once opening the door, the pressure of isolation hits you instantly. Thick concrete walls and beds hard as a rock was made to make you regret your wrong decisions, which made you end up here.
Here the prisoner got strapped and whipped if he didn't tell the truth. This was a way to get them to speak out.
These facilities made us very well aware of how important it is to stay on the right side of the law, letting us keep the freedom to enjoy sailing on the big oceans. Or else you might end up like this happy chap. In the middle of the museum we could also find the former RNLI Watson-class lifeboat, who saved 496 lives during its 30 years of watch through 1939 to 1969. My greatest respect goes out to the brave men and women of the RNLI. Now it was time to prepare for the big North Sea crossing. As we came on board,
Tessie.
a little present from the harbour master was tight,
Too small?
Almost too small.
but much appreciated.
Big
Thank
head,
you,
big
Port
brain.
of Authority, Peterhead. Thank you.
Cool.
With that, we were ready to cast the lines.
We are now ready to depart from Peterhead again, and now it's 250 nautical miles straight across the North Sea to Haugesund. And are you ready?
No.
Not ready. It's only one way to do it, and that is to jump into it and
Yeah.
get it all done.
Yeah.
So let's start the engine and go.
Okay.
Tessie got carefully maneuvered off the berth as we waved goodbye to our good neighbours.
Thank you.
You too. Bye, Adrian. Oh, there you are. Bye.
Bye bye.
Safe journey.
Ja,
Det høres ikke ut som noe vann nede, men det er sikkert bare Tessie som går gjennom vann.
ja. Hører du hva
Ja,
språket?
ja. Alle vet det.
Okay, goodbye. Peterhead.
Bye, Peterhead. We really
See you
like
later. See you later.
Bye, Adrian.
Goodbye, Adrian.
I miss you.
Thanks for the whiskey. Straight out in the open ocean.
Ja.
250 nautical miles
Ja.
with nothing but ocean and
No.
dolphins and waves
Slutt.
and winds. Oh, the door is open in the bathroom.
Yes, close it.
Oh, nei, du må gå og lukke, altså ødelegger du den.
Jeg?
Ja, det er du som mannskap. Okay?
Ja.
It's good crew.
Da kan jeg håpe vi kommer trygt hjem, så jeg kan le av at vi lager denne videoen. Altså, sant?
Kommer vi trygt igjen.
Men altså, jeg har ikke tenkt liksom at nasen til Tessie går under vann og sånn.
Hvorfor skal du ta den under vann?
Skjønner kanskje?
Det er bra. Det er bra dette.
To make Silje feel a little safer and for Tiger to have a buddy, we added an extra crew.
And that's
Are you ready?
Teddy.
Now we were all set to take on the big North Sea together. Well, after Silje's little Peterhead shopping haul, that is.
You want to see my haul? Fragrance diffusers, plugins. I think I bought 14 or 15, I don't know. The piece de resistance. The piece de resistance for my shopping. We don't have this in Norway anymore.
Milky Way.
Then it was my turn.
Ready for some Janacre sailing?
Well, I don't know what that means, so...
I'll show you.
No! Erik! Hot dog. Sorry.
Now we can shut down the engine.
Making me work. And no money. No money. Yeah, I get that. What else do you want, my lord? My
just to
kidney?
do exactly what I say, that would be nice.
No, never gonna happen.
You are going to walk the plank along this trip sometime.
We're gonna break the plank.
I was relieved to see that Silje found her calm on board. Anyway, she also needed to learn an important lesson for safety, just in case.
This is VHF, you know, channel 16.
Yeah.
If something happens, you always use channel 16. Okay, so now you're in an emergency. What do you do?
Okay, I can either do this
Yeah,
or I can press here.
yeah. All VHFs has their own 16 button.
Okay.
Press to talk
Say
and say Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. This is Tessie, Tessie, Tessie,
Tessie, Tessie, Tessie.
and my call sign, and your position. They will ask for your position, and that's there.
57, 36, 89, zeros.
Like, so that boat over there now, he's also listening to 16,
Oh, cool.
always.
And us too?
Us too.
Tessie took us rapidly further and further out in the open ocean. Silje performed her quality check on the VHF antenna. And suddenly the wind picked up.
The wind has picked up a little bit to reaching 17, 18 knots. And that's on the brink to use the Janacre. And it's getting dark. So for the safety of the crew, we will take in the Janacre and use the Genoa instead to not have too much pressure on Tessie. So if something, if the wind picks up tonight, mid in the darkness. It's okay.
Yeah.
Then we have to start with this in the dark, so for safety reasons we'll take it in now. We'll go more downwind and hide the Genoa behind the Genoa behind the mainsail and start rolling it in. It will be noisy, a lot of flubbering with the sails. Not dangerous, just a lot of noise. I'm rolling it in from the top down.
Yeah, cool. Can I try?
You want to try?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's so fast. Okay, it's better let Erik do it.
An issue occurred when the loop line to furl the Genoa seemed to slip the furler on the bow. I got the Genoa furled a few rounds, then it slipped and unfurled again. I tried tightening the torsion cable, which is furling the Genoa, going from the furler drum to the mast top. Eventually, with some advice from Silje,
Yeah, come on.
we got it furled all the way in.
And that's the bugger down. The drum is on the other side of the Genoa sprit now, and all the lines are on the port side. I had them on the starboard side, so everything is mirrored. So I think I pulled the wrong line.
And who noticed?
Yeah.
Well, just call me if you need some Genoa help.
Of course.
We were back in control again.
So Genoa saved, and now Genoa out. A little more peaceful sail.
So you saved it. Lucky you have me, huh?
This would never gone without you.
No.
It wouldn't.
I'm the Viking.
All right. What are you seeing, Silje?
There's something green.
Oh, that's a boat.
It looks like it's super close.
It's 1.6 mile. It's that boat. That was a big tanker coming behind us.
Okay.
No worries.
During the night, we had to dodge a couple of vessels.
Just keep clear of us, please.
Yes, we will keep well clear. Thank you. That's that. So that's the boat. He wants us to go straight east. Straight east. Du er redd nå. Det er helt vanlig dette.
Silje was still a bit nervous, but not more than falling into deep sleep until the morning light occurred on day 2.
Good morning. 52 miles sailed. It's 4:20 in the morning. Well, we're doing good by engine. 5.5 knots. Everything's good. Silje is sleeping downstairs in the cabin, and she's not very fan of water, so this is not her favorite place, but she'll get used to it.
Now the weather reports stated sailing time.
Okay, wind is back, and we will hoist the mainsail to the top and Genoa out. Not the Genoa, we're going to start with the Genoa. You ready, Silje? The screw for the check stay here is gone, so this is loose. Tie it down to this one. Let's turn off the turp blockers out here. Save power.
Tessie was back in speed. I did my regular deck work. And suddenly someone was waking up.
Look who's up.
Yeah.
How's your day?
Good.
Did you sleep?
Yes?
Looked like it. So we are 90 miles from Peterhead, and we are 150 miles from Haugesund. So we are getting there.
Oh.
Yes. Oi.
Almost there. It's sunny outside.
It's really beautiful. Look at the weather. All sunshine and wind. Creature is out.
Silje was excited to spot her first ever oil platform. Not so excited for the sudden building waves. Miles went by, and the need for some rather questionable diet occurred.
Silje's breakfast.
Isn't that the breakfast of champions?
Babies.
Yeah.
Yo, Tessie, guard vessel Reaper. If you can understand me, could you please alter your course to port a few degrees?
Guard vessel Reaper, that's understood. We will alter course a few degrees to port. So there's no platforms ahead, but it might be some underwater constructions that they don't want us to go over. So better do as they tell us.
Later in the afternoon, the wind went away.
So that's us under engine again. And I can also see that we are pointing directly to a huge oil rig. So you have to adjust the course a little bit as we get closer. But then we get angry. Shout on the VHF.
And sure enough, I was detected by the oil company's offshore traffic control.
Ja, jeg ser han I bøyen her, så jeg holder meg godt klar av han. Gå på sørsiden, ja.
You see it?
Just over halfway, 119 nautical miles to go. And I think Silje is getting pretty tired of all the engine, and but at least the water is pretty flat, so it's a good first trip for her across an ocean. So I'm very proud of her. She's in good spirit and positive. So she's taking a nap downstairs now, and yeah, I think she enjoys it a little bit too. I'm pretty sure when she comes to shore, she longs back to the sea here. There is some slight wind change, so now I have ordered my crew to roll out the Genoa. Ready?
Ja. Erik, slutt å fise her inne.
Ja.
Filmer du?
Ja.
Det visste jeg faktisk ikke.
Here comes the captain.
Yes, so are you gonna move?
Come on. Alright, ready? So now when you want to sail in, you pull this. When you want to sail out, you want to pull this. So we can start by taking off the handle here. Yes, and then, no, not all the way, just have a couple of rounds. Release this one, clutch, all the way. So when you pull now, I can pay out on this one. Come on. That's all the sail out.
Oh yeah.
Now we can
Close this.
Then you take on this and around. All the way around. Give it a nudge at the end. Yes. Handlebar. Okay. One way is light, other way is heavy. Use both hands. And that's enough. Good. Yeah, that's good. Back in business.
Back in business.
Tessie proceeded into the last night, where an unusually big surprise started gathering around us.
There's a bunch of dolphins following us here. Both sides. Wow. It's like the water is boiling. Wow. Incredible. Wow. Last day offshore, 8 miles to go, 240 miles sailed, pretty good. We are still alive. Silje is in her best health, I guess. No seasickness.
No seasickness, no.
Not at
I
all?
don't get seasick.
No? Perfect.
No.
And we have about 20 knots, so we can have a little tour outside to see how weather is. We just had a sailboat passing our stern over here. The visibility is a little bit poor, so I can't see Utsira yet, although it's only 7-8 miles away. I'm really proud of Silje that she has endured the whole passage like a champ. No complaining, no nothing, and she just tagged along and she followed my orders, and I think she has learned a lot about how Tessie works and how sailing works. Really glad she came. Really glad I could give her the experience. Cool.
The fog cleared enough to see the first sight of land.
There's Utsira.
Another North Sea crossing could be checked off for Tessie, and for some, it was the first.
Arrival in fog and rain, heavy rain. Doesn't matter, does it? We're here. Ready to get back home?
Yeah. I'm trying to see if my aunt and uncle is home.
Oh yeah? Give them a wave anyway.
Yeah. Hello.
I had a feeling Silje was relieved to enter the calm and safe sound into Haugesund. And I was very glad to have executed such a successful journey, being her first ocean crossing. It could have been worse, to say the least.
Alright, so that was that.
We made it.
You made it, congratulations.
Back home.
You officially crossed the North Sea.
That's insane.
And not the shortest way,
That's
a longer
insane.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
And here comes my mom and Kjell. Hello.
Hallo! Ja, du din tur neste gang. Hallo.
Hello.
Gratulerer.
Alright, I hope you liked the episode. I'm just going to talk to my family now. I hope you enjoyed these videos, and yeah, I will see you in Amsterdam. I'm sailing to Amsterdam in August again, and that's going to be another great one, I think, I'm sure of. See you soon. Bye.
A complete new series is starting in next video. Along the way I picked up Silje to join me on a rather windy trip along the coast of Norway. Before heading single-handed all the way south to Denmark and the mysterious island of Helgoland. On my way to the end destination of Amsterdam to participate in the incredible tall ship event Sail Amsterdam. Followed by a 500 nautical mile windy ocean crossing all the way back to Haugesund, Norway. Don't miss out. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram for news and updates. Support my future expeditions on Patreon or PayPal. Get your NBJS merchandise following the link in the video description. And get your NBJS Burgee by ordering one at my website at nbjs.no or just send me an email to post@nbjs.no. I also travel around Europe with my lecture about how I ended up living off my sailing. Check my website for details. See you soon, Erik.